What does financial freedom mean to you? For some, it's the ability to live comfortably without the worry of tomorrow's bills. For others, it's the power to take control of their time, to pursue passions, or to simply retire early. Financial freedom, in its essence, is the autonomy to make life choices without being overly stressed about the financial implications. It's the peace of mind that comes from knowing you are prepared for life's uncertainties. It's a journey, not a destination, and it's a quest that many embark upon. Different paths are taken, different strategies employed, but the end goal remains the same. Among the myriad of voices guiding us on this journey, one stands out. Today we delve into the life and teachings of Robert Kiyosaki, a man who has made a significant impact on the way people view and manage their finances. Born in Hawaii in 1947, Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two fathers. His biological father, often referred to as "poor dad," was a highly educated government employee. Despite his academic achievements and job security, he struggled with financial stability. He lived paycheck to paycheck, always scrambling to make ends meet. On the other hand, there was Kiyosaki's second father, the father of his best friend, whom he affectionately called his rich dad. This man was a successful businessman, an entrepreneur who had a different approach to money and wealth creation. He didn't have the formal education that poor dad did, but he understood the value of financial literacy and the importance of building assets. These two men, with their contrasting philosophies, played a significant role in shaping Kiyosaki's understanding of money. From his poor dad, Kiyosaki learned what not to do. He saw firsthand the pitfalls of traditional financial thinking: work hard, save money, and hope for the best. This approach, Kiyosaki realized, often led to financial stress and a constant cycle of money worries. From his rich dad, Kiyosaki learned about the power of financial education. He was taught to think like an entrepreneur, to understand the importance of investing, and to focus on creating assets that generate income. This was a stark contrast to the earn, save, spend cycle that his poor dad was trapped in. The lessons from these two fathers became the backbone of Kiyosaki's financial philosophy. They taught him about the importance of financial literacy, the value of entrepreneurial thinking, and the power of creating assets. More than anything, they highlighted the stark difference between working for money and having money work for you. These two fathers, one rich and one poor, laid the foundation for Kiyosaki's future endeavors and teachings. They instilled in him the belief that financial freedom is possible, but only if we're willing to challenge traditional thinking and take control of our financial futures. After his military service, Kiyosaki embarked on several entrepreneurial ventures. We're talking about a man who wasn't afraid to dive headfirst into the world of business, a world that can be as rewarding as it can be ruthless. Robert Kiyosaki's first foray into entrepreneurship was with a company called Rippers. They produced nylon wallets, a product that was quite popular at the time. However, as with many businesses, success didn't come overnight. Kiyosaki faced a myriad of challenges, from production issues to stiff competition, but he persevered, learning vital lessons about resilience and the importance of a well-thought-out business strategy. While Rippers provided a taste of the entrepreneurial world, Kiyosaki's next venture was a deep dive into the complex realm of real estate. He started a company with a focus on investing in properties. Once again, he experienced a roller coaster of triumphs and setbacks. He had to navigate fluctuating markets, deal with unpredictable property values, and manage the complexities of property ownership. Through these ventures, Kiyosaki learned the true essence of risk management. He understood that taking calculated risks was a part of the entrepreneurial journey. He realized that in order to win, sometimes you have to be willing to lose. But perhaps the most important lesson he learned was about the power of financial strategies. He experienced firsthand how strategic financial planning could make the difference between a business that thrives and one that merely survives. Another key takeaway for Kiyosaki was the value of learning from mistakes. He didn't see failures as dead ends, but rather as detours leading him towards better opportunities. It was through these trials and errors that he honed his business acumen, developing the mindset and skills that would later shape his financial teachings. These experiences, both good and bad, would later form the basis of his groundbreaking book. Kiyosaki's journey wasn't easy, but it was these challenges that shaped him into the financial guru he is today, leading him onto the road to becoming the rich dad we know. In 1997, Kiyosaki partnered with Sharon Lechter to author Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The book was a culmination of the life lessons Kiyosaki learned from his two dads, one rich and one poor. It was a parable of sorts, a story that conveyed the unconventional financial concepts that shaped Kiyosaki's understanding of money and wealth. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki preaches the gospel of financial literacy, the understanding of how money works and how it can work for you. He advocates for building assets, not just income. To Kiyosaki, an asset is anything that puts money in your pocket, be it real estate, businesses, or investments. On the other hand, liabilities are what drain your wallet, things like loans, expenses, and consumer goods that lose value over time. Kiyosaki also emphasizes the importance of working smart, not just hard. He believes that financial freedom is achieved not by slaving away in a 9-to-5 job, but by creating and nurturing income-generating assets. It's a radical concept, especially in a society that often equates hard work with success. But the world was ready for Kiyosaki's radical ideas. Rich Dad, Poor Dad became a global phenomenon, selling millions of copies in dozens of languages. It sparked conversations about personal finance and challenged traditional thinking about money. People began to question the status quo, to consider the possibility that there might be another path to financial freedom. Of course, Rich Dad, Poor Dad had its critics. Some dismissed Kiyosaki's ideas as unrealistic or overly simplistic. Others pointed out that the book didn't provide a step-by-step guide to wealth creation, but rather a set of principles to live by. But regardless of the criticism, the book struck a chord with a global audience hungry for financial knowledge. Rich Dad, Poor Dad challenged traditional financial thinking, and its influence continues to be felt today. It's a testament to the power of financial literacy, to the idea that understanding money is the first step toward financial freedom. And for many, it was the beginning of a journey towards a richer, more fulfilling life. Kiyosaki's influence didn't stop with his book. His success with Rich Dad, Poor Dad was the launchpad for an entire brand known as Rich Dad, expanding his financial education platform to include a variety of resources. He began offering educational programs, seminars, and coaching services, all aimed at equipping people with the knowledge and tools to achieve financial independence. His teachings have resonated with many, who appreciate his accessible approach to financial education. Beyond these educational resources, Kiyosaki also developed Cashflow 101. This innovative board game is no ordinary pastime. It's designed to simulate real-world financial interactions, providing players with a hands-on experience of managing money and assets. Through gameplay, individuals can learn about investing, financial strategies, and risk management, all while having a bit of fun. However, it hasn't all been smooth sailing. Kiyosaki's ventures have also faced their fair share of criticism. Some have questioned his investment methods, suggesting they may not be universally applicable or even responsible. Others have raised concerns about his marketing strategies, arguing they might be more focused on profit than genuine financial education. Despite these criticisms, Kiyosaki's impact on the world of personal finance is undeniable. His unconventional approach to teaching financial literacy has sparked global conversations and challenged traditional financial thinking. His ventures, like his book, have encouraged people to think differently about money, assets, and wealth creation. But just as with any financial advice, it's crucial to remember that what works for one person may not work for another. Kiyosaki's experiences and strategies provide valuable insights, but they should always be considered within a broader context. Thorough research and professional advice are key when making significant financial decisions. Kiyosaki's ventures, like his book, continue to inspire and challenge traditional ideas about wealth creation. His influence extends far beyond the pages of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, continuing to impact the financial journeys of individuals around the globe. Robert Kiyosaki's teachings have left a lasting mark on personal finance and investing. His journey from contrasting fatherly financial insights to entrepreneurial ventures, shaped his unique perspective on wealth creation. His seminal work, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, challenged conventional wisdom, advocating for asset building over income accumulation. This paradigm shift, while initially met with skepticism, sparked global conversations and reshaped the way many perceive financial freedom. Kiyosaki leveraged his book's success, expanding the Rich Dad brand to educational programs, seminars, and even a financial board game. His approach, though sometimes controversial, undeniably ignited a fresh dialogue about financial literacy and unconventional wealth-building strategies. His legacy continues to inspire and motivate many to take control of their financial lives, encouraging out-of-the-box thinking. Yet, it's essential to remember that while Kiyosaki's experiences provide valuable insights, each person's financial journey is unique. Kiyosaki's story serves as a reminder that financial freedom is attainable, but it requires a shift in mindset and a dedication to learning.